The robots are only as good as their creator's intentions. It is a clunky HDV camcorder. It barely shoots standard HD. Pixels are slowly dying on its sensor that I have to then go in and fix in post. And it does everything I need it to.
Hey Russell, it's Ryan. You asked me to share some of my thoughts in regards to the video for Synonym Bunz.
Do you want me coming out stoic-faced, or?
I guess while it's still more or less fresh in my mind, I'll just talk about some of the experience that I had. Don't really know where to start, so I guess I'll start at the beginning.
It's important what he was consuming. What was he consuming? No, I'm just kidding.
Monkey piss.
That's right. That's how monkeypox started.
Just monkey piss.
I was excited to play with that whole like 1950s aesthetic, but also, at least as far as like the main robot suit construction goes, but then also bring in, some colorful lighting, make it a little bit playful, like an 80s Italian horror movie. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff.
So yeah, Torin, approached me in a strange kind of roundabout Torin way to get me into his video. He lured me into an unmarked white van, and then he chloroformed me. And then when I woke up, I was there in the set that he'd built. It was a really, really cool set, built in a garage out of just odds and ends and bits of trash. It looked amazing. But I looked up at him from the floor, and I said, "Torin, what am I doing here?" And I realized that he'd inserted some kind of electrical device into my rectum, and he was holding this dead man's trigger switch in his left hand, which I thought was weird because I think he's right-handed. But he hit the button and experienced true pain for the first time.
I'll send you a picture. There's actually a picture of me as a child with a whole bunch of cardboard box and tinfoil robots that I had built that I kept in my bedroom. So I had a little fleet of robots. So it's kind of fun when I'm pretty sure that was one of the first things that I ever built as a child to come back to that as a pseudo adult and build more robots in a new style.
And when I came to, he said, "Okay, now you're going to act for me." And I said, "What are you talking about, Torin? I'm not an actor. I'm going to a really expensive culinary school, a really fancy one, and then I'm just going to open up a shitty chip truck that only serves disgusting floppy fries, and it's going to be like, Alanis Morissette themed, and it's going to be called Isn't It Fryironic?" And he said, we didn't say anything. He just sort of looked at me with this sort of cold, dead, emotionless Torin eyes, and he hit the button again.
As far as the 80s Italian horror influences go, I was just watching a little bit of Zombie 3 today to get myself in the mood while I was cutting the video and doing some of the color grading. The 80s Italian movies are very notorious, I think, for just a lot of the moody lighting setups just being like a blue light on one side and a red light on the other side. Lots of high contrast, sort of neon colors. So there's a bit of that in there. I won't say that that's like the extent of the aesthetic references. But yeah, trying to be a little bit more playful with this one than some of the other projects I've done recently. This is the first time in like 6 years, I think, that I've done a video that isn't in black and white. So I'm kind of teaching myself how to color grade all over again, and so far it's going okay.
And then I blacked out, and then it came to. Then I said, all right. Okay, fine, I'm an actor. And he said, no, you're a mad scientist. And so, I got up and I went, okay, fine, I'm a mad scientist, what am I going to do? And then it was about, 3 months of that. Never really got to leave the garage much, but I did get water, and I was able to eat a fair amount of bugs to keep my protein up. But yeah, so 3 months of that sort of grueling time together, and we got the first shot, which was good. I hope it turned out okay. And the rest of it I don't really remember, because it was mostly just sort of blacked out by intense suffering.
Like a bit of you're so close to being done, and yeah, so you're really excited. You're really excited because it's the final thing that you need to do. So you're I want you that's you're making.
So I
love
think I think all in all it was probably
Almost holding me back.
I hope the video's good. Torin has his methods, and I don't really want to say that he shouldn't do what he does, but he gets results, and I have to respect that. He was kind enough to remove the device at the end, because my fingers weren't really working at that point, so he was good about that. Okay, well, I hope that helps. Let me know if you need anything else. You know where to find me. Thanks, man.
I had originally thought that this would be sort of a 50s homage to the nuclear Roger Corman style monsters, and itchy sci-fi films and that sort of thing. But as I was building the set, and as I was building the props and started putting more color into that, I thought it would be a shame not to properly showcase that and let that production value shine through in the finished product. So I think it would have worked either way. It'll be interesting. Maybe once I finish the edit in the next few days, I'll do a special black and white edition that's just for us to have in our back pockets. But yeah,
That's great.
with this one as well, I just took a little bit of a different approach with the editing, where I knew how long the song was, so I just did a cut of the film, or I did a cut of the video without even listening to the song. I just put everything end to end, because I didn't want to fall into something that I have fallen into before with more expressionist music video projects, where I'm cutting very closely to the rhythm of the track. And with this one, I wanted, because the song it's pretty straight ahead, it's pretty consistent all the way through, and I knew that it would kind of, as long as those in and out points, or as long as the video was syncing up with the beginning and end of the song, everything that happened in the middle could play out pretty well without me cutting directly to the track. And yeah, I would say that it has. I mean, right now I'm just in the process of going through, and there's a few moments in the video that are more dramatic, and I'm just tweaking those so it fits more to the beat. It's been interesting trying to balance those two styles of editing as well. I'm probably just overthinking it,